So a teacher at my high school got arrested for having sex with a cow.
So you're telling me a siren goes off in the auditorium while there's naked underage children. I can't believe your dad did that to you.
And I throw up and he goes, "Don't ever let your mother find out you did this." And I'm like, okay.
I'm so glad you guys are here because I have a fantastic comedian from Los Angeles, Tyler Strauss. Tyler, welcome.
I'm not from Los Angeles.
Well, we live in Los Angeles.
Yes. Okay. I'm based in Los Angeles.
But you really are a phenomenal comedian.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you'll notice I can't make eye contact when you tell me that. That makes me very uncomfortable, but thank you. I appreciate it.
That's fair because whenever I've seen you on stage, I can't make eye contact with you either.
Yeah, that's why.
No, he's really hilarious. I've known him for 5 years.
You're like a father figure to me, and that's because my dad also didn't look me in the eyes. But
so this podcast is all about where you grew up. Where did you grow up? It wasn't the streets of LA.
No,
you weren't like a Los Angeles Aladdin.
A very small town called Farmington, Connecticut.
Okay,
and it was an interesting place.
Was your town known for anything? Does it have any myths, legends?
Well, the first one, the most notorious story from my high school is actually we had a teacher who got arrested for a scandal.
Right.
This is a real
Not
thing.
Just any teacher, your favorite teacher.
Oh, never had him. Just a big fan of his work. So like,
he's got a great mugshot.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
That guy who got all those offers to be a model. This teacher.
Right.
Okay. So when you think of a high school scandal,
right,
you think of like a teacher, a sex scandal for a high school. What do you think of? You think of like a male teacher, female student, right?
Right.
This was different. This was a very different scandal. It was male teacher, female cow.
What?
Cow.
Farm animal.
And I mean animal. Yeah. I'm not just being a really misogynistic person. Yeah. This was a cow.
Right.
So basically, we found this out the same way everyone else did. We found this out because like a national news station published an article about this. But
oh my God, what happened?
So a teacher at my high school got arrested for having sex with a cow.
While you were there?
While I was there. How did this happen?
Did that really hurt your relationship with the cow?
It made prom a lot easier. I was like, I couldn't get a girl, but I didn't know this was an option. I'll take a sheep. But this teacher, basically the farmer found out that his cows weren't releasing enough milk. So he was like, oh, they're skittish. There must be like a coyote or something. So he put up these cameras to try to find out where the coyotes were coming in.
Oh my God, poor farmer.
And then he found out.
This is terrible.
There was no coyotes. Man was having sex with a cow. And also, he had a friend filming him who turned out to be another teacher from my high school.
No way.
Which isn't even the weirdest part, which, by the way, how do you even pitch that?
Right.
Like, I have a weird interest.
Well, they must have been taking turns.
Like, I'm really into just, like, you know, these weird, like, animes or whatever, and I'm just like, hey, you guys ever watch these things, you know? Oh, yeah, no, I don't like them either. So, like, I can't imagine how nervous he was.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, you ever, like, I don't know, want to bang a cow?
Yeah.
So, another teacher filmed him, and the guy who was having sex with the cow covered himself in Jell-O. Which has got to be weird even in the bestiality sector.
Here's my question. How many times did you watch this video when you found out about it?
Oh, I mean, well, was
it available online?
It was more the fact that I really appreciated the cinematography. So I was like, these angles, because the lighting is difficult for any pornographic bestiality shot.
Right.
The lighting is very difficult.
Right.
And to get it right with no floodlights, I mean, it was very impressive.
By the way, Connecticut does have one of the highest standards of education in the country. It is a pinnacle for education achievement, I think, compared to other states in America.
Well, you talk about our education system. I will say this. I went on a exchange program to France for 2 weeks when I was in high school, and it was a wonderful program. I sat in on a math class. They asked me a question, And I didn't know the answer. I was like, I don't know. And then they asked it to me in English, and I was like, that wasn't the problem. I don't know X or ooks.
Yeah.
And then they had us in an English class as like the experts. So they
Yeah.
were like, you have an English speaking person, a native English speaker will sit in with your, French students group, and they'll like help you out. So we had to read these English passages, and I read it, and then they were asking me questions about it, and I'm like, oh, it's about this whatever, this thing. And then one of the kids was like, I don't think it is. And I reread it, and I was like, no, you're right. It's not. I didn't know English. I've been speaking it for 31 years. I don't know. I don't know it. Just go back to, yep, we are as dumb as you think. Let me go back to eating my waffles if you need me.
What year were you in France?
I was a junior in high school.
That's a really cool program.
Yeah, it was great because we were like just starting to drink.
Wait, was this a public school or a private
Yeah, it was a public school. So we had to pay for all of our like stuff.
Right.
But it was great because we were like 17.
Mm-hmm.
So in America, we were like, oh my God, like if we get a connection, maybe we can drink a little bit. In France, they were like, yeah, no one cards you at the bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went there with like $200 to my name, and I was just like smashing Kronenbergs. I'm like, this is the life.
Yeah. And what'd you do on the second day?
Cigarettes, just. Oh yeah. No, I spent every dollar.
Yeah,
It was awful.
for sure.
It was terrible because I've never gone anywhere international since.
Right.
So
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never had the money or like the real time to like go do it. And so actually, I did go to your favorite place in the world, at least politically I know, which is Israel. And you're always telling me how much you love Netanyahu. And
I did. I mean, not so much now, but as a kid, I had his poster in my room. So,
yeah. I always thought he would have been much more a better leader if he was net in Google. But and the only reason I brought it up was to get to that joke. No, I did go. So I went on Birthright. So
to Israel before France.
Yes. No.
Well, get your facts straight, because you said that's the last time you left the country was when you went to France.
I'm not smart. So okay, I didn't know Israel wasn't a part of America. No, I 51st state, but they always call it the state of Israel. I was like, the state of what? So I went on Birthright, which for people that don't know, Birthright is if you're Jewish, Israel will fly you out for free and put you up for 2 weeks, give you a tour of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
You meet a bunch of people on the trip, and the actual purpose of the trip, and this is completely true, is they want you to meet other Jews so that you'll have Jewish kids and repopulate the Jewish population. And it's because, obviously we took a dip last century. There was a couple of things that happened.
Yeah.
So it's literally a trip where you go there and just bang. That is what Birthright's for. But I went on Birthright. And
never heard that take on the Birthright trip, but that's nice to hear.
And they introduced you
I'd
to
love
Israelis.
Are any of the girls that were on that specific trip available to ask follow-up questions?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll do that. I got a couple of friends here in LA.
Okay. I'm just curious if they have the same take.
Yeah, the 7 Rachels that were on our trip. I'll set you up with
I want to know if the Rachels have the same take. Or
Sorry,
I'll
give you the Sarahs.
This guy, Tyler, would not leave us alone.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking.
It was so much fun. But I remember while we were there, my friend Eric, it was his birthday, and he wanted to take acid. It was like, I want to do acid.
And how old were you when this happened?
We would have been 18.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to.
Was this your guy's first time taking acid?
He would have been like second or third time.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to. And he was like, no, we got to. And I was like, I don't want to. And then the morning we hiked Masada, which is a mountain in Israel, he was like, we woke up like 4:30 to hike it. And I wake up to him shoving a tab in my mouth.
Oh, no.
But then all I know is later that night, these 2 girls came up to me who, they were very sweet, but I wasn't like very close with them.
Right.
And
but they were on the trip with you.
They were on the trip. And I guess I had hiked either next to them or with them up the mountain. And I remember none of this. And they were like, your thoughts on abortion were really interesting. They only could have said that to me if I took an opposing view, right?
Right.
Like, they wouldn't have said that if I was just agreeing with them.
Right.
I'm pro-choice.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I said, but apparently it was an enlightening argument for pro-life.
So I think you're making an argument for all Republicans to trip acid at all times.
Yeah, we'd have a very fun Congress.
So what kind of kid were you growing up? Were you a quiet kid? Were you a troublemaker?
I was a
nerd?
troublemaker.
Okay. You said that confidently.
Well, my big thing was I was never like a I'm going to blow something up kind of kid.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't like a destructive kid, but I imagine this talked way too much.
Uh-huh.
I got in trouble a lot for distracting other kids in class and for just being silly. Like I was also really impulsive.
Does a specific memory come to mind of getting in trouble for disrupting class or getting in trouble? He's got one. Is he going to share? That's the good.
Okay. I have a couple, but the first one I remember when I was in middle school.
What is this? What first one of what? Getting in trouble in class? Is that what we're telling
For
right
being impulsive. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember we were doing a project where we were like, it was like 4th or 5th grade or something, and we're cutting up these like pieces of paper. I don't even remember what we were going to do with them, but we were cutting up pieces of paper, and this girl in front of me was like really focused, like looking down, and her hair was dangling. And I remember I just looked at it and I was like, and I just snipped her bangs, just cut her hair in half.
Yeah.
I just thought like,
Yeah.
like that's all I thought. It wasn't even like I'm gonna be mean. It wasn't. This is funny.
Yeah.
I just thought this is gonna be fun, and I just cut her hair, and she just starts crying, and I was like, no, it's funny. Like hair, hair.
So it did cut. It wasn't like
did cut.
safety
It was
scissors.
a full cut.
This was way
Her
before.
hair is this long, like probably like 10 inches. I cut like a good 5 or 6 inches
Oh
off.
my God, you cut that much?
Just one side. So the other side's still long. One side's cut. And the teacher takes one of the pieces of paper we were cutting and tapes the hair to it and sends me to the principal's office with the hair and called ahead of time. And so I show up and the principal just goes, "Is this the hair?" I'm like, "Yes." And he just looks at Mr. Galuzzo and he just looks at it and goes, "I think you know what you've done." and sends me home with the hair. My mom had to come pick me up from school. And I have the hair. And she's just like, "Tyler, you freaking..." Yeah. Oh, my God. It was awful.
So you just went home for the day. There wasn't no long-term suspension.
I went home. I think they made some kind of symbolic things. They knew I wasn't trying to be like a
Right.
dick or anything.
Right.
And obviously, you know, this poor girl
Still
was
in
like
therapy to this
traumatized.
day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tough life. But I also, I've gotten kicked out of class for a lot of things that I didn't know would be wrong. And at the end of the day, I was like, okay. Like
What comes to mind? So you got kicked out of class?
a lot. But I remember in health class, I had a question that was a real question. And I actually wanted to know the answer. And the teacher, because I had just been such a stupid idiot for the entire time I was in that class, just assumed I was being a disruptive idiot
Right.
and kicked me out. So I asked, we were learning about the, when a male, am I allowed to talk about sexual things on this thing? Okay. So when you get hard, you it's, you ejaculate, right? And that's semen. And I asked well, can you pee during sex?
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wanted to know. I was like, I don't want to pee during sex. That'd be really
Right.
embarrassing.
Right.
Like, that'd be awful to do
Right.
that
Yeah.
while you're doing something. And my teacher just went, "Get out." I
Right.
was like, "What?" She's like, "Get out. Get out of the class.
Right.
Go to the office." And I'm like, but actually, she's like, "Get out." She thought I was still trying to be like silly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm leaving. And I remember just being like, and at this point, we don't have iPhones. I'm
Right.
in 8th grade and whatever year we had flip phones. So I'm just like, I still don't know. Like, what will happen if I pee during sex?
Yeah.
So I remember the whole day, I just kept thinking to myself, remember tonight you have to Google what happens if you pee during sex. You have to Google what pees. And so I remember I Googled it that night and my parents came in when I was Googling it. And I think for a long time, my parents thought I had this really weird fetish of because all I did was, can you pee during sex?
Right.
So I think they thought I was like, oh, can you please pee during sex?
Right.
Oh, that was
I
awful.
love how offended those teachers were, and then later that night they went home and slept with a cow.
Yeah, they were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did you have siblings?
I have one older brother.
Okay.
Amazing person,
Mhm.
amazing guy. He is on the spectrum, so he's autistic,
Mhm.
but he's very high functioning. So it means he's absolutely hilarious,
Right.
and he's an awesome just hang.
Right.
Because it's great because he'll be like he came to one of my shows once, right? He came to a stand-up show, and the entire time he's not really looking at me, which sure, that's normal, right? He's
Right.
not making eye contact, and I'm like, all right, whatever. After the show, I was like, Evan, what'd you think? And he goes, I really just don't like stand-up. I was like, you could just say it was good. Like, you could just lie. He's like, but I don't like it. And I was like, ah. When we were kids, we would fight a lot because, I'm like 9.
Mhm. Do you guys have any, do you have any specific fights that stand out above others?
Let's see.
Any broken bones? Maybe not even a fight, but did anyone ever get hurt real bad?
The only time I really got mad at my brother after reaching a certain age, we were in high school, and he went to a school with kids for autism. So it was a school also in Connecticut, but it was just like a really nice private school.
Right.
Where he was, he killed it, he loved it, he did really well. But I went to this regular school, and I was drinking at the time, right? So I was like a 16-year-old. I was starting to drink, and I would keep the alcohol in the spare tire slot of the car. So it was an SUV, and so the spare tire slot is you have to pull back the carpet in the trunk, pull up the little like lever, and it would open up. And we never had a spare tire, so there was never anything in there. So one day I come home, and my dad's in the driveway in a lounge chair. And he has these 4 bottles of whatever it was I had. I had like a half a bottle left of like whipped Sky vodka and like Malibu rum and stuff. And he's sitting there with them, and he goes, chug the rest of this Sky vodka.
Oh.
And so I drink the rest of it, and I throw up, and he goes, don't ever let your mother find out you did this. And I'm like, okay. And I remember I was like, how'd you find this? Like, why would you have ever gone in there? And it turns out my brother, with his, he has a lot of things need to be exactly the way they need to be, right? It needs to be very organized. He was cleaning the car, which meant he had to clean the spare tire slot. Why would you care if that's clean?
Yeah.
It's for tires. But so he's cleaning it, and he finds the alcohol, and his brain just goes, it doesn't go, oh, Tyler must be like, a hooligan. I'll bring it up to him or whatever.
Yeah.
He just goes, alcohol? Well, there's not supposed to be alcohol in an open containers in a vehicle.
Right.
Tyler's not of age. I don't know what to do. So he just told my dad. I was like, just go to me.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
It sounded like your dad handled it pretty okay, all things considered. Was that the end of the punishment?
My dad hazed me harder than any. My dad set me up for any emotionally manipulative human being because he was never abusive.
What makes you say this?
He's the sweetest guy on earth. I love my dad to death, but he would just prank me.
Oh, he did? Your dad pranked you?
I remember it started kind of small. Like it wasn't even. So when I was in high school, my mom was an interior designer.
Mm-hmm.
So every now and then she'd be off doing something, and my parents would be like, hey, you need to go and get this paint or these swatches or something for your mom. So one time my dad was like, hey, you need to go to the paint store, get the paint. It's like $1,000. Here's a credit card. He gave me a credit card to go buy it with. On the way to the store, my dad canceled the credit card. So I got there, and I had this like whatever credit card from American Eagle or something like that.
Your dad did that to you?
So he cancels the credit card. So when I get there, I have to use my personal card to get it because I'm like, oh, I don't know how credit cards work. It must be some problem with it or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just use my card and my dad will pay me back. My dad paid me back in like $25 installments for like years. For years with no interest.
Yeah.
And it was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't have any money. I literally don't have money. I am a high schooler.
Yeah.
And he was just laughing at me. I remember for graduation, he was like, oh, your car's out of gas. Take my car. We'll meet you there. I get in his car. It's below E. So I kind of got it like almost to the gas station. I have to like kind of push it into the gas station. My dad drives by me in my car to graduation. I almost got there late. When I was in college, so when I was like 18, my dad would fly me to school. I went to school at Miami. He would fly me to and from school, but he realized if he's paying for my flights, he could fly me wherever he wanted. So instead of flying directly from Hartford to Miami, which was like, round trip is like $300 or something.
Yeah.
He flew me from I remember flying back from Miami was always the big ones. He'd fly me from Miami to Detroit, which is not on the way.
Right.
Miami to Dallas. And then the last trip I ever took, he flew me from Miami to Denver. I did a 6-hour layover in Denver, during which he called me. He's like, there's a peanut butter and jelly bar in Terminal B. You should go check it out. Denver to New York City, and then a 2-hour bus from New York City to Hartford. It took me 24 hours to get from Miami to Hartford, Connecticut, which is a 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
And again, he's just like, don't tell your mother.
Like a 10-hour drive. It's not that far of a drive either. That's crazy.
The man because his childhood was so lame.
Right.
And he was just always told stop goofing around.
Yeah.
That I think he was just getting his childhood out on me.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about when, and I hate to make this about football again, but I just, for some reason, my good stories revolve around that. So when I was in high school, the Giants played the Patriots.
Okay.
And I would watch the games with my friends. And I'm a Giants fan. But I lived in New England. It was, Connecticut. The northern part of Connecticut's basically like a New Englandy Boston kind of town. So I didn't even put it together when my friend invited me to go watch it at his place that it would be a lot of Patriots fans. So I show up, I'm in a Giants jersey, and grown men are flipping me off, cursing me out. Just real Boston assholes.
That sounds about, you're like 16 or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm curly-haired, wide-eyed, just, oh, golly, I get to have a beer.
Got chips in your teeth.
Yeah, and these grown men are just like, you piece of shit. And so the whole game, the Giants, the Patriots.
Shit. You get over here, I'm going to rip out your braces.
No, literally, your mother's a whore. And so that was more like a Long Island grandma. But so, and I remember at the very end of the game, fourth quarter, Eli Manning throws a touchdown. Giants go ahead, 2 minutes left. At this moment, all of these Patriots fans are just glaring at me. Oh, it's going to happen again. The Giants going to beat the Patriots. My friend's dad makes me go outside and watch the game through a window. It's -4 degrees. It's February.
Yeah.
I am not dressed for this.
Right.
I thought I was just, you sprint through the snow, you go inside. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
So I'm shivering, just watching the last 2 minutes of the Super Bowl, which of course takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And once the Giants won, he came over and just closed the blind.
I feel like most people watching and most of the world are like, what terrible parents. But anyone from New England is like, that's a good father right there.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, he should have punched him in the chest.
Yeah.
Tell him his mom doesn't love him.
Should have starved him too. Teach him a real.
It was, I think I love football so much because it's the only time I've seen my dad be emotional.
Uh-huh.
Oh
yeah, same.
He's been emotional twice.
Mm-hmm.
Once when I was in a car accident, I saw him come over and he saw the car and he was just like, that was it. And then the second time, that was his emotion, really distressed.
Yeah.
The second time we were at a Giants game and the Giants came back from a huge deficit to win the game and everyone's out of their seats. Ah, yeah. And my dad still sitting. They make the go ahead touchdown. That was the most emotion I've ever seen him in my life. One time I said to him in college, I was going through a really hard time and I was like, Dad, I really feel, I'm just really depressed and it feels awful. And my dad just goes, he goes, I'm not really good with emotions, but have you talked to your mother? Yep, thanks
I
for
feel
that
like
rousing speech.
Your dad and my dad could switch places and we'd get the same experience.
There's a reason we need the adoration of people on a screen, on a stage.
There's a reason so many comedians are from New England.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious. So off camera, it sounded like you had a really funny story about something that happened at a pep rally, and I remember I cut you off because like save it for the podcast. It sounds good.
So we had this pep rally my freshman year, and I feel like most pep rallies are like the cheerleaders come out and it's kind of awkward and everyone's kind of like just pretend, yay, yay, and like, who's ready for Farmington football? We're gonna win this year. Oh, we all care, yay, oh God. And everyone's kind of just awkward. It's high school. So we get ready for one of those, and the captains of the football team come out, and they're dancing to the YMCA, and they start stripping. They just start stripping everything off. And they get down to like girls' volleyball spandex, basically. It's just really small spandex. They're like humping the ground. Yeah. They're like making like sexual motions, all of them. And another guy comes in, in his football gear and strips that off. And then all of a sudden, we hear a siren. And the
siren? Like a police siren?
Yeah, siren.
Okay. I'm just asking. Is that what
you don't need to shame me.
I'm not shaming you.
It's a siren.
Yeah, a siren.
Am I weird for that?
Weird for what?
I say a siren.
What am I saying?
Are you saying I'm saying it wrong? Or were you
no,
just, like,
I'm just clarifying what you said.
Oh, I thought you were saying like, because my girlfriend's gotten mad at me for saying siren.
Okay.
She says siren.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you were just like telling me I was saying it wrong. And I'm like, I can't have
this. Oh, no. I mean, we all know siren is the correct way to say it, but
I'm illiterate. But I couldn't tell my lefts from my rights for a very long time.
I still go like this every time.
Well, I used to go like this, but then they were like, the L makes a left. No one ever told me palm down. So I'm walking around just like I have two lefts. No, which one makes the R? What's the R? And people I'd be the line leader. They'd be like, take a left. And I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, which way are you guys going?
Is that a bit you do?
I should.
That's a great bit.
I should.
Okay, so you're telling me a siren goes off in the auditorium while there's naked underage children in the middle of the gymnasium.
And I think you're also understanding why some people told me I might have ADHD. But
how many kids are there? Like the whole school? 1,000 kids?
Yeah, probably like 2,000.
And there's one janitor in the corner with his flip phone out going, I'm going to watch this later.
Yeah. And the other one's like, that's not a cow. But so we have these double doors open to the gym, and a fireman comes in. And we're all just like, oh shit, like, did something happen? Did someone pull an alarm? And he starts stripping.
No.
And it's one of the other football players.
No.
Shows up with his real fireman's outfit. He's like a volunteer fireman, like cadet or something. Strips off, dumps like 2 giant water things on his face, strips down. So now there's 5 guys stripped just down to spandex underwear. They're dancing the YMCA. They're humping the ground. They're like basically like making like jerk off motions to the audience. We're all just like, I guess this is a pep rally. I'm a freshman. And I was like, I guess this is how they do it in high school.
Yeah.
So the next day, Fox News is showing it. And this is 2008. So it's not like current day where it's like, so like the world's ending. Blah, blah.
Right.
They were just kind of like, all right, well,
not the local news, Fox News.
This is national news.
Right.
They're showing like a pep rally in Farmington, Connecticut got a little bit off the rails the other day. Wait. And they're showing
God.
These kids just humping, like underage kids just humping the air.
Who was filmed? Because this was before like video cameras.
It was I think someone may have had like either a flip phone or a genuine camcorder. And our football team went 1-12, so the pep rally worked. Our president was interviewed, or principal, and he was just like, yeah, I felt that if I interrupted it, it might have been more disruptive and like may have like portrayed it as worse than it was. So I figured I would just let it go as far as it went and then just deal out punishments at the end. And we're like, you didn't think seeing 2 high schoolers humping the ground, like on the ground doing like genuine humps was maybe too far?
So what I love about this is I think getting in trouble, all that stuff is like probably the appropriate response for any, if that happened at any school, that's the appropriate response for sure. I went to an arts high school and I had a puppet didn't tell the principal, brought him upstage during a school talent show and had a puppet do a striptease to a Mariah Carey song in his lap. And you would think I would get in trouble for that, right? The teacher had a photo, someone took a photo, and it was on his corkboard in his office for like a decade after I left the school. It was like a highlight of his career.
Oh my God. Did you pitch this to him or you just
No,
did it?
I didn't tell. He didn't even know he was coming on stage.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking the entire time you were talking about that.
Mariah Carey strip tweeze.
Yeah.
That really dates you.
During school hours.
That really dates you to be like the hot gal of the day was Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Oh, she was. She still is.
Yeah,
She's
we got to
my queen.
defrost her soon. It's almost Christmas time. Got to break her out, open up her checks. Do you see there's a video going around about her right now. She didn't know that you got billed for electricity.
She didn't know that what?
So someone in England was interviewing her and they were like, you know, when you pay like when you pay your electricity bills or whatever. And she was like, oh no, it's bill. What are you talking about? And he was like, the bill, like the charge. And she was like,
what?
No, it's free. And he was like, I promise you electricity is not free. She goes, no, in America it's free. And he's like, maybe you have someone do this for you, but it's not free. And then she had to just like,
Poor Mariah.
What are you talking about?
Poor Mariah finally understands what adversity is. That's that's crazy.
I got the exact opposite treatment. My parents were always the like, you know, even if you were in the room like reading, they would like turn the lights off. They're like, that's money.
Yeah.
Like are we like so desperate for money that we can't read in the light? Like it's midnight. I can't read. Like, and then they yell at me for reading in the dark because they're like, you're gonna strain your eyes and it's gonna cost us money with glasses. I'm like, what do I do? Do I get a candle? Do I get a candle? Like, what am I supposed to do here? It was
Did you grow up with poor, rich, thought you were poor, but realized you were rich once you had to pay for stuff yourself?
Probably upper middle class.
Yeah.
But it was very much that weird space where I knew we were never like desperate for money, but we never spent it.
Right.
So I never knew how wealthy or not wealthy we were. Like we had a good home, but we never went on like shopping sprees. I never got like, it wasn't like I got new clothes every year. Like, you know, I had as many clothes as I needed. But yeah, so we never really went.
Did you ever steal stuff?
I would steal, yes.
Trying to figure out what's safe to say on camera.
Well, I was never like one of those like shoplift. I never shoplifted.
I mean, all kids steal.
I never shoplifted, but I would like at the school lunches, I would always steal a Chipwich or like an Oreo ice cream sandwich or something, or like whenever it was food. It was always food. I would just steal food. And I know it makes it sound like I was like a scavenger, like I was living on the street.
We thought you were a thief. It just turns out you were malnourished. I wasn't fed at home. My parents cared about money that much.
Full circle.
Just when I was hungry, I'd get a bit of bread and juice.
Full circle. Okay. I would go to camp when I was a kid, and you know, my dad would cut like fun designs into my sandwiches. So when I got to lunch, I would open up as like a little zigzag or like boop boop, like really weird geometric things into my sandwich. And one day, I opened my sandwich, and it's a full circle's cut out of the middle, and it's just crust. I have just crust in my thing. So it took the shape of a bread, but there's no sandwich.
So we cut out the good
My dad
part.
cut out the entire
Please
sandwich.
tell me that your dad took a picture of him with the good part of the sandwich and left it in there. That would be so funny.
If he had the ability to take a picture, if he knew how to work a camera, he would absolutely have. But it was like an anti-crustable. It was like a just crust,
right?
Or anti-uncrustable. So I remember that night, I was like, Dad, I was like 10 years old. So I had no lunch. It's summer. It's so hot. We're running around.
Your dad did that.
We're running around. I'm burning like 10,000 calories. And I'm like, Dad, I was so hungry today. Like, what happened? And he just goes, yeah, I was kind of designed your sandwich, but I got kind of hungry. So I ate it. I was like, couldn't you have made yourself a sandwich? He's
That is like the worst prank a dad can do to somebody.
And it was just enough too. We're like, I remember every time.
The worst part is now that I'm a father, I'm like, I think I want to do that to my kid one day.
Well,
I was so sorry.
Yeah. Do you want your kid to be this? Do you want your kid to do this? And he used to like come up and like if my toes were showing, He would squeeze it toe as hard as he could, and it'd go, ah! And then he'd go, and just run away.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
We're running out of time here, but we're having so much fun. We might have to, I've never said this before. We might have to have you back
I would love to come back.
if we can't get a better guest.
That'd be great. Yeah. If you can't get a corpse to talk, you'll have me back.
Well, I like to end these, and that actually leads us into this well. 3 questions I ask every time. First one, what is the childhood memory that just makes you the happiest? Like the first thing you think of that was like, that was a good memory.
I don't know, man.
This is always a tough question for comedians.
Well, I just wish I had happy memories. No,
doesn't need to be a story. It could be like a stuffed animal
there were a lot of good
birthday
moments. I think, what was like I said, my dad had a very hard time showing emotion. When I was a wrestler, and when I had my 100th win, which was a big kind of milestone in wrestling. It's like 1,000 points in basketball. My dad made this like collage for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's not an artsy guy. He's not really an emotions guy. And I knew that like, it was really like sweet.
Right.
But, my mom would do stuff like that all the time, but she was a very like loving, just emotional woman. And so it would be like, well, thank you, Mom. But I knew that like my dad really cared and wanted that to be like a big moment. So I think that was a moment of like, oh, he's really doing his best.
Right.
It's not like he's not just even trying, like he's really trying his hardest. And that was a really sweet moment.
Right.
For me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was.
So it was the little collage your dad made you.
Yeah, it was a very sweet thing.
Do you still have it?
I do. It's in storage somewhere.
Cool, yeah.
I don't have it up in my apartment. My girlfriend vetoed anything that holds emotional significance to me.
Sounds like you married your father.
Just as much sex, but I
second question. Is there anything, if you could go back and change a memory from childhood or do something differently, or give yourself a piece of advice?
Everyone tells you follow your passion, do what what you love, whatever. But I first of all, in being in Farmington, Connecticut, there's no show business.
Right.
I don't even know you could just do comedy. I thought it was like people who did theater would do it on the side or something, and then you could like kind of grow up doing comedy, and then you could eventually be I just didn't know there was a thing. So I always felt like I didn't have a passion for anything. Therefore, I'm just going to do something I don't like, and it made me really depressed about the future. And even until I quit what I was doing. I worked in banking after college. And once I quit that, I was like, oh, you can just do what you like and find a way to survive.
Right.
But my advice is find what you like about yourself and then find something where that's the skill you need. Because growing up, I was decent at school. I was never great. But I always felt out of the loop. I always felt unincluded. I always felt like I was like a periphery friend that if I impressed my friends enough, I'd be allowed to stay or something.
Right.
And the only time I felt like I was really loved and wanted was when everyone laughed. Right. I was like, during that second, I was like, oh, everyone likes me right now because they're laughing.
Right.
You can't fake that.
Right.
I mean, you can, but you can tell as a person when someone's faking a laugh.
Right.
So when they laughed, I was like, I'm in.
I gotta say, in all the episodes we've recorded so far, that has been, I think, the best advice we've gotten from somebody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, last question.
Okay.
I always ask what people's favorite childhood snacks were.
Oh.
And you told me Chipwich, right?
Chipwich.
Which I didn't know what a Chipwich was.
That's sacrilege.
I know. But one thing I like to do is I bring a gift.
No.
So I got you.
No.
I found the Chipwich.
Oh. A nooner? A noon Chipwich?
A Chipwich.
Oh my God.
And I thought to finish it off, we could cheers a Chipwich.
Oh, yes, please. Oh my God.
When's the last time you had a Chipwich?
What day is it?
Head to gladpod.com for more podcasts or to support us on Patreon. Either way, I am so glad that you were here.